All right. We're here.
Live.
Live. How's it going?
Good.
Great.
I'm excited to be here.
I'm excited that you're here. Okay, so who are you?
My name's Rachel.
No.
I've been friends with Andrew since high school, and he talked me into, in October, coming along on this journey with him and doing NaNoWriMo for the first time ever.
Yay.
So I'm, just writing my first book, which is pretty exciting because it's something I've always wanted to do, and now I am.
I know. How is that going for you right now?
It's good. I'm at like 21,000 words and something. So I want to try and hit 25,000 by the end of tonight's live stream so that I can officially be halfway on the halfway point.
What is your book about?
Oh, my book is it's a murder mystery that takes place on a cruise ship. I work on cruise ships normally when it's not pandemic time. And so I was inspired by that. And yeah, that's all I want to say right now because I don't want to give away any of the spoilers. I haven't quite nailed down how to synopsize it yet. That's not a word.
The synopsis, yeah. Hello, Phase Red. Oh my gosh. She is from the Shelf Space community. That is so exciting.
Cool.
She's here. Oh my gosh. She's my fellow supernatural friend on the Shelf Space community. So I'm happy that she's here. Oh my gosh. And Jen, my roommate, Jen is here. How exciting. Oh my gosh. People are here. What the heck?
People are watching us. That's weird.
It's like, so we're just, it does say how many people are here up in the top left. I didn't even see that until now. Okay, cool. Well, that's cool. Rachel, look at your beautiful hair, Rachel. So,
oh my God.
Okay, really quick, just because I'm tweeting out that this is happening, just so everyone knows why I'm looking over here. So, Rachel, you worked on a cruise ship, right? So, Tell us a little bit about sea life and how much you miss it during pandemic life. And then I'm almost done with this tweet.
Okay, I miss the ocean so much. I live in Illinois, which is landlocked. We have Lake Michigan, which is, almost like an ocean. It's the biggest lake I've ever seen. But normally I'm working on the cruise ship, which is amazing. I get to travel around and go out in port. I work in the theater I take care of costumes. So for me, it's literally my dream job and everything I could ever want. And I cannot wait to get back on it. I'm very, very excited.
I really wanted to work on a cruise ship. And then, I don't know, it was never in the cards for me. I went to New Zealand instead. And then I got a dog. And then it just didn't work out from there.
I want to go to New Zealand on a cruise ship. But it's really hard to get that contract.
I bet that would be pretty crazy.
Oh my gosh, Phase Red says she's going to do tarot reading for the book people voted on. I should read next. That's so exciting. I love tarot and oracle cards.
Oh, Valerie's here, my cousin. How exciting. Okay, well, we are...
Oh, my nephew.
Oh my gosh, more people. All these people. Hi. This is weird. I don't know. Never been on here. Okay, so do you have your little nano prep pack? Do you have any snacks or anything? Because I've got pizza here ready to go. I've got my Reese's. I've got my sour punch over here. I've got my whiskey and diet. I've got my water for hydration, and then I've got my ibuprofen for the morning. So.
I've got my vodka cranberry with a splash of Sprite.
Okay.
And my water.
All right.
I don't have snacks. That was an oversight on my part. I should have brought snacks.
That's okay. You're a first timer, so you can be forgiven for all of your discretions. Okay, so for anyone who is here, we are going to be doing 20-minute sprints. So I'm just going to put up a little stopwatch here on the screen in a minute. We're all just going to go get right on in for 20 minutes. And then we will come back and then we're going to talk. And then, Rachel, you have your vodka, don't you? So I think at some point there might be some, oh my gosh, look at that. Look at that glass.
We went on a like a little getaway, a cruise to nowhere during the pandemic. Some of my ship friends and I got together, and we got these lovely cups that his mom made for us.
All right. Well, so by a couple of sprints in here, Rachel and I might be having a really good time. So I'm going to go ahead and get this live stream going on up over here. Or not the live stream, but just put it on my share screen. This is so cool. Technology has come so far these days, I feel. Bam. All right. And then we are going to put up my little banner and my little, oops. No, you're supposed to be for 20 minutes. 20 minutes. All right. And I'm going to mute myself. And then let's go get right on in. See y'all in 20 minutes.
Let's do it.
We're back.
First one down.
How is it?
I did the math on this because I stopped like a couple minutes early because I reached a good point. And then I did my math and realized that I wrote exactly 666 words. So,
oh my goodness.
that
is so funny. I wrote 1,057. Hi, Piper.
What?
What do you mean, what?
That's so many.
That was slow. I was having a hard time now. Actually,
I can't with you.
What?
This is why you're about to finish your book this week.
That was going to be one of my challenges for you tonight because I told you I was going to challenge you. So you have two. One is that during one of these little sprints that we have, you have to write more than me. And two, do you want your big challenge or do you want to wait until we've done at least another?
Let's wait. Writing more than you is already a big challenge. You could write 1,000 words. I'm going to have to.
It's only 1,000. You wrote 600. You wrote 600. You only have to write 300 more.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna have time to you.
But, I mean, that also depends. Now I'm hitting the flow on my scene, so I could be
See, and that's the thing. I'm in the part where I'm like, I don't really know what happens next. Like, I just have to do a lot of relationship building, and I don't know what exactly that looks like.
Okay, but just let it be whatever it wants to
today.
be.
They're gonna go explore Monaco. That's what I'm writing. So.
Ooh. First of all, I want to out loud to a couple of these comments over here. Hi to Chelsea and Sharkway, because Chelsea, our friend Chelsea, is here. I don't know if you see her over here. I'm super happy about Faye's read and her notes because she's writing on a note card. You get it, girl. I want people to write with us. That's all I want people to do right now. 3 Robert Louis Stevenson books. Did you know Robert Louis Stevenson lived here in Monterey, and there is a house here in Monterey called the Robert Louis Stevenson House, and it's a haunted house, and it was on part of my haunted ghost food tour. And and he wrote Treasure Island based on
look, my nephew did 230 words. Way to go, LGA.
Get it. That makes me happy. 230 words in 20 minutes is a lot.
Okay, wait.
Sometimes I feel like
I just need to take a second. And he posted earlier today. Okay. He's doing like a series of 3 books. He's been working on it for a while. And he posted some of it on Facebook earlier today for his friends and family to read. I did not get a chance to read it yet because I was prepping for this. But my sister started reading it. Aunt Sarah has been reading your work, Leo, and she is blown away. She said, "You're amazing. Your descriptions are so incredible." She basically made me feel like you're the best writer in our family now, and I don't know what I'm doing with my life trying to write a book. So you're killing the game.
You get it. You get that competition, that familial. I don't have. If there's anyone in my family, I dare you. I dare you to come and try to write.
We're very competitive in my family in general, so I don't know. That's the thing.
But all right. There was one thing that I did want to actually talk about before we moved into the next sprint, just because it was something that you and I discussed yesterday when we were getting this all started. And I just think it's a good topic for people who might be new to all of this. Like, I mean, I think this is your cousin's first book, you said. I mean, he has 3, but I think this is the first one, right? Mm-hmm. But so we were talking about the slump at the beginning. And so that's kind of another reason that I wanted to do this live stream today, because we're at that halfway mark, because sometimes that getting started is like the hardest part. And you just have all of that beginning information that you might not really be into. And so now I just feel like there's a lot of times when people want to do nano and they talk themselves out of it, or they get discouraged halfway. Where was I at yesterday calling you crying, Rachel? You know, like everyone who writes a book, like you hit a spot where it's just like, is this worth it? What am I doing? Nobody's even reading it. Nobody even cares. And every first draft book really feels that way. I at least in my experience. And I feel like, especially in the second half of nano, it's like, that's when you get your steam, you know? Other people, though, kind of have it on the flip side as well, because they might kick off really quick and then lose steam afterward. But I also feel like people think that if they don't hit that 50,000 in November, that means that they've failed, and that means that they can't ever write again, or like that book is done or whatever. But it's just, I want people to know that it continues on after November. November is not the time to write
I think
a book.
that's one of the coolest things I've noticed, like in watching YouTube videos and participating in these sprints and stuff with people who are doing nano, is so many people. This isn't out of the ordinary for them to do for a month. Like there's a big push to do it in November, but they're like their videos and when they're uploaded, they're writing all the time. They're like always trying to do the next thing and work on it, which I love.
My roommate, by the way, I don't know if you see this comment from her. You versus you, girl. Don't compare yourself. You're doing great. That's for you. That's not for me. That was when
I love that. Thank you, Jen.
your cousin's here talking to us too. I
That's
like
my
that
nephew, yeah.
your nephew. Sorry, not your cousin. How old is your nephew?
He is 16.
16.
I don't know. They're getting so old now. I stopped keeping track.
I know. That's how it goes. Okay, but we are about to get right on into round 2, I think. How do you feel about that? Are you ready for more? But I haven't had a word count yet today, and you haven't gotten your big challenge yet. So, yeah, you drink that vodka. You get those fingers ready, Rachel.
Yeah.
And you see if you can outright me.
Oh, God.
I want to see if you can do it. I want to see. I don't know how many words I'm going to get out this time. So,
challenge accepted. Let's go.
Right. All right. This is so fun. Oh, I need to mute myself. Mute. That just escaped the shit.
Andrew, you unmuted yourself.
What? Oh my gosh. My computer died, everybody. Sorry. This was newbie effing mistakes.
I'm definitely going to get more words than you now. Haha.
We have 10 minutes left, so All right. Where are you at?
Okay. Hold on. Let me do my math.
You might have beat me.
It's a lot. I might have beat you.
You might have.
It's more than last time for sure. And I spelled things wrong and didn't.
Just by the luck of my computer. How much?
Are you ready?
I am.
933.
Ooh. You, but by the skin of your teeth.
Did I do it?
I had 872. So, but in my computer, I looked over and it just went black screen. And I was like, no. And then I went to my other computer and I pulled up YouTube. And it's just you sitting by yourself, muted, typing away like this. And I was like, Rachel, I texted you. I don't know if you got my messages. I'm like, Rachel, you're by yourself on YouTube right now.
And I was like, I can't look at it. I have to type.
I was like, no, you are.
Oh.
Is that April?
April's here. Hi, April.
Like April, like from high school, April?
Yeah.
Wow.
April.
All these high school
She just
people.
had a baby, and she's the cutest thing I've ever seen in my whole life.
Babies, how fun.
Leo got 220 words during that sprint. Awesome.
That is so
I bet
good.
they're way more carefully chosen than my 933 words of gibberish that I basically just put out there.
Yes, but that's fine. Ooh, 590. Look at that. Boom. Take that migraine. Absolutely. Take that migraine. That's why I got my pen ready to go for tomorrow. April says, like April. Yes, she knows. She's like, I am here. I am here. What is this picture, though, April? What is going on over there?
That's from that silly show, the like Viva La Bam or whatever. That's like his uncle.
Oh, okay. Chelsea says congrats. Oh, this is like, oh my gosh, look at a little high school reunion. I missed the high school reunion because I was off on that road trip around the country. So that's cool. Also, my roommate, Jen, she said that a fun V name is Valdivinos, which is a fun V name. I responded with, that does sound fun. And YouTube told me that I issued a spam comment on my own video. So Jen, thank you for the recommendation on Valdivinos. I think it's a great recommendation. Apparently, YouTube thinks that me thinking that's a good recommendation means that I am a spam bot on my own channel.
That's so funny. Wait, you have to tell me, because I can't see us on YouTube. I only see us here. How many people are here with us now?
We have 7 right now.
7 people watching. Okay. I was just like, I'm looking at the names and I'm like, oh, there's a lot of people here.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
I know, me too. How are you on your vodka?
Well, I didn't take a drink during that entire sprint because I was trying to write my words more than
I did. I looked over. I was like, oh, my computer's down. I got to get the whiskey. I've got to have something exciting for when this is all over. I'm screwing it all up. I need like a break.
So and I have all these. I have texts from you. I have messages from other people.
Text from me saying, hey, P.S., you're by yourself on YouTube right now. I'm trying to work it out.
Good time.
I wanted you to unmute your thing and be like, hey, just so you know, I'm here alone.
I'm in charge now.
I wanted you to at least be aware, like, hey, just so you know, you are by yourself. So, ooh, tarot card notes done. Look
Good
at that.
job. I
want to know more.
Look at us inspiring productivity in other people. This is great. I love this.
Thing. Okay, so how many words have you done total right now, Rachel? And are you ready for your big challenge yet, or are you still scared?
Well, now I beat you in word count only because your computer died, which kind of feels like cheating, but
it can't be cheating because the cards were in your favor. You know, that was fate on your side there. That was like, no, Rachel needs to win.
Rachel needs a win.
I'm still definitely beating you on the overall word count right now. What are you at?
Well, 60. Well, wait, my whole thing?
Yeah, in this last 58 minutes.
Oh, I don't know. I have to add up those numbers because it doesn't. I have to like write it down.
Better writing for. What are you doing that you have to count your words like this? You should just be able to be like, hey, highlight how many words. That's what I do. I just highlighted everything, and it says section 1929 words of the 3366 in the chapter.
Yeah, that's not this program doesn't do that. I'm using an app called Living Writer. It does not do that. That's fine. I just have to do math sometimes, which is okay. I should be able to do this math in my head, but I can't. I've written 1,599 words tonight so far.
Oh, that's not bad. You haven't hit your count yet, though, so that means we have to at least do another sprint.
Oh, for sure, more sprint. My goal is to get to 25K tonight, and I'm at 23.
Okay, well, wait, how do I help you get to 25K?
I need to write approximately almost 2,000 more words.
2,000 more words. Okay, so
like 1,800 more words. So if I keep competing with you, that's like 2 more sprints probably.
Okay, cool. I'm at, how many words am I at? 27,916. So if I get 2 more thousand words tonight, I'm at 30K.
Nice.
Yeah. And okay, well, I don't want to say my goal yet because are you ready for your challenge? Can I give you your challenge now and then I'll say my goal?
Okay. What's my challenge?
Okay, well, your goal tonight is 25,000 words, right? And you're what, 2,000 away from that?
Yeah.
Your goal for the week is also 25,000 words because you are going to hit 50K with me on Saturday. That's why. That's your challenge. You're going to hit 50. This is why, though, just for you, because of the fact that I think that your book
is going to be way more than that.
And so I want you to hit the 50,000 first so that your focus can turn into actually trying to finish your book by the end of the month.
Oh.
There it is, Rachel.
50K by Saturday. That's a hefty challenge.
This comment right here makes me really happy. I've honestly been so stuck for a while, so I'm super glad I turned into this. This is great. This is awesome. Sprints with friends. Way to go. And if you don't have any whiskey or wine, I encourage you to get some.
I love that. Thank you, Wavy Lava. I don't know who you are, but I'm excited that you're here. Thanks for coming.
No, I'm excited that there's people here too. And my roommate's here. I'm happy that she's here. She's at work, so I'm happy that she's chilling at work. Like, hi, I'm just going to get paid to watch my roommate get drunk on YouTube. Thank you. It's how we pay our rent. It's fine, Jen. Okay, so.
Oh, God. I have to decide if I'm accepting this challenge. This is
okay. All right. I'll let you think about that over the next 20-minute sprint. You have 20 minutes.
Also, you guys help me out in the comments.
Nisha.
Let me know.
That's who that is. Wavy Lava's Nisha. Oh, Nisha. Okay, that makes me happy. I know who Nisha is. What's up, Nisha? You welcome. You welcome here, Nisha. You welcome.
We love you.
We do love. We actually do. She's an IRL friend, so we love the IRLs.
Okay. Also, you guys write in the comments whether you think I should accept this crazy challenge or not. It sounds a little intimidating to me because that's literally
do it. It's 5,000 a day.
In a week.
Well, okay. No, hold on. Saturday. It's Sunday right now. So you have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. You have 6 days for 25,000 words. That's like 4,000.
Okay. Can you click on this comment?
Okay, I just saw it. I know. That's why I was like 4,000. Stop, because some 16-year-old's trying to get me arrested. I'm just kidding.
Oh, it cracks me up.
It cracks me up too.
I love you. Don't drink underage. Good job with the jokes, though.
Yes, jokes are great. You keep the jokes coming. You just keep the alcohol for the adults. I'm gonna stop up actually. Here, I'll start this writing sprint for you so you can get a head start, and I'll go make myself a drink so that you can beat me in a word count twice. I'll make it easy for you this time. Maybe I'll let you whop my ass this time because I'm almost done with this chapter. So,
all right.
Okay. And I really still wish that I could. Also, do you see what April just said? Do you see that? Okay. Yes. Okay. I'm gonna put it up there. Yeah. You literally meet every challenge in life.
This is beautiful. Can you screenshot this? Do you know? I don't know how to make a screenshot on my computer.
Yeah, we'll work it out.
It was just beautiful. I wanted that moment.
It was very beautiful.
Thank you so much.
No, she's great. But that's a comment I would like for everyone to also listen to. Put your mind to a challenge and accept it. Which also, by the way, Rachel, I'm pretty sure April just made your decision for you. I'm pretty sure she just told you that you have to do it because you can. So,
and also, I have to do whatever she says right now because, like, literally, she's taking care of a tiny human all the time, and that's really hard. So if I can do that, then
we've almost just done 2,000 words in an hour. So 4,000 words a day is just like 2 hours a day.
That's significant. Yesterday, I wrote 4,000 words.
Okay, but it's an hour in the morning and then an hour at night. But then it's like not, you can just do it in 20-minute increments all day. You'd be like, I have 20 minutes right now. Let me just sit down and write. And then you go away. And then an hour later, you're like, hey, I have 15 minutes. Let me do a quick sprint. And then by the end of the day, you're like, oh, I've got like 7,500 words. I'm going to come to Andrew and I'm going to be like, eat this, bitch, when I come to you with 80K on Saturday. That rhymed. 80K on Saturday, but that's not a goal that I want. At 50K is your goal for Saturday, not 80. It's the whiskey here, all right? I'm gonna get one more drink, and then you're gonna be at 120K by the end of this video.
Dear Lord, the more Andrew drinks, the more I have to write, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we're here for.
That's what's going on. So I'm gonna go top up. All of you are gonna get right on in. I'm gonna get right on in when I come back, but I'm gonna go be an adult in the meantime. So my computer's plugged in this time, everybody. So I'm used to being on my desktop that's always plugged in. Does not have a battery life. So whatever. One day I'll figure things out.
Technical difficulties happen. Jen.
What's up? How doing? Oh, people are. Oh,
Hello. Yeah, they were talking in here.
oh, there's so much going on.
Click on them so we can see them. I like it when you do that.
Okay, so Nisha now has some follow-up advice for you based on what April said. So I'm bring that up first. She doesn't know if a challenge is a good idea because you might get to 50K, but are you going to be happy and like what you're writing? She brings up a valid point here.
She's smart, but what she doesn't know,
okay.
what she doesn't know is that I don't like anything I'm writing when I write it. Like everything, I'm like,
well, that's first draft status, I suppose.
Yeah, which I'm accepting. I accept that this is first draft. I actually let someone read some of it yesterday.
This particular conversation has actually continued, so I'm going to go on with two more comments.
Yeah,
because then our dear friend Chelsea says that she agrees that maybe you should set a goal for 3,000 a day, so that it's still a challenge, but maybe just not an over challenge. And in which case Nisha has responded with, yeah, pick an amount that's a challenge, but give yourself a direction without burning yourself out. Ooh, these ladies is good over here. They're smart.
They're smart.
Ladies. They're smart ladies. That's crazy. But I will take a drink and then say that I would agree with Nisha. Having given you said challenge, I would also then say that you should do things that you're comfortable with and setting challenges for yourself that you feel comfortable attaining. Because, like I said earlier, with the whole intent of like not getting overwhelmed, I wouldn't want you to hit or like set that goal of like, yeah, I'm going to hit 50,000 by Saturday. And then if that didn't happen, then to be hard on yourself. Because I wouldn't want you to do that.
Okay, so 3,000 a day for 6 days, right? I have 6 days to do this.
It's 18,000.
18,000, which would bring my total after I hit my 25 today to 43,000.
Oh, see, and that's pretty close.
So that's
now, from where you're sitting, let me ask you, from where you're currently sitting, how many words do you think the book will be by the time it's over? And do you think that you might be able to finish the full draft by the end of the month? If not that 50K by Saturday, do you think that you finish?
I think I can finish the draft by the end of the month. I think that has always been ultimately my goal, regardless of the 50,000 words. I don't know. What still has to happen? Let me consult my notes here.
Your little plot line. I know. I'm so proud of you for doing all.
Look, this is my little plot line.
Oh, and you hand wrote and everything. Anyone?
Yeah, no, this is my whole look. I've got that. I
haven't seen this.
I've got like some character stuff over here.
Wow.
Yeah, I've got, and then these are like my, like each. I don't know, not every day, but like when I get to a point where I don't know what the next thing is, I make a little note and I'm like, these are the things that need to happen next. So like today I wrote down, the scenes I need to work on, like what I need to do. It's all relationship building. That's what's happening right now. Okay. So I don't know. I mean, I feel like I am kind of halfway-ish.
That's a good place to be, since today we're halfway through NaNo.
Yeah, like I mean, on my list of plot points, there's 10, and I am in 5 right now.
Okay.
So
I know I'm so annoying because I'm over here and I'm like, man, I'm so excited about your book. I really just wish I knew what was going on, and I've got the entire thing sitting in my email inbox.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Every day I email him what I've written for the day, and he's like, I'm gonna read it, but he's obviously very good with this channel.
And first of all,
and his own
I haven't read nothing. I just haven't read all of it. So I'm up to chapter 3. All right.
I stopped calling them chapters. So
exactly.
I don't even know what that means
whatever chapter 3 means to you. Like I'm up to day 3. Whatever.
I'll have to look at what that. I think that's still when I didn't like what I was doing.
Yeah, but that is fine. That is first draft. And you know what, Rachel? You should be proud of yourself for getting through the slog and getting through the part that you weren't interested in. Because that's one of the hardest things to do when you're writing a book. And not even just at the beginning, because like I said earlier too, like you could start off great. You know what I mean? You can fly off the handles with some crazy, great idea and get to a point where you lose steam. But you should be proud of yourself for any time you push through losing up steam.
It's because of these sprints. Literally, when I discovered these sprints this week on YouTube, I was like, oh my God, this is brilliant. I had been slacking all week, and I was like, I don't know if I'm actually going to finish any of this. Like, I don't really like the way this is going. And then I found sprinters, and I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. This is so motivating. And now look at me hosting sprints on your channel with you.
I know. This
from 0 to 60, baby.
This is all Rachel's fault that's happening right now. Fault might not be the best word to choose, but idea. Rachel was the one that very much encouraged me to do this. Side note, Rachel and I have been doing this on our own side note. And then she was like, we might as well just do that on YouTube because I haven't joined any other writing sprints, but someone actually, one of the comments here from, where did she go? Meadow Lamoro. She said she's doing her own live stream, but she just wanted to drop in and say hi and drop a like. I'm going to have to go back over to her channel and do the same. But I mean, I brought that up just now because what you're saying, people are doing this. People are really responding to these kind of writing sprints. Even Nisha, when she said she was kind of in a slump and now she was happy that she came over here. So I don't know. I feel weird because I've been on just so much. Like I've been here every day, all day. And then my roommate here, she says any free time that I have is just catching up on life. She knows. My roommate knows more than most. I don't see my roommate often, actually, just to put that out there, because she is gone a lot. She works Monday through Wednesday, 7 to 3. Her schedule is crazy. I try to keep her schedule in mind so I know when to film. That's why I know when she's here and when she's not. Because I like to film when she's not here. She's great about it, but I feel weird about all of that. Also, we are being asked if we how many words did you just get? Chelsea's wondering. We didn't. Yeah,
I was just doing my math. That's what I was doing right now. It's like because I saw Leo did 304.
Chelsea, I'm sorry.
Good job.
Okay,
good job, Leo. And then so I just did my math. That time I got 689.
Ooh, I went and made a drink and I still beat you. I got 957.
Of course you beat me. You're gonna beat me.
Hey, I lost to you when my computer died, and there was the same amount of time.
Also, I just want to tell Chelsea, she said she wished she could handwrite, but her wrist doesn't cooperate. For the record, I'm not handwriting all of these words. That was literally like 1 page of plotting that I did handwritten, and everything is typed because God, no. No way.
Ooh, Jen's claiming to be my #1 fan. See, I would say right now, I would be like, hey, you should be careful because if you say this, my sister's going to get mad. But then I would follow up that comment with, where's my sister right now? Ooh. Aw, Chelsea. She says,
thanks, Chels.
I'm so happy that we have Chelsea supporting us. It's like, I love having all of the high school people. So have you hit your 2,000 words, or do we need one more sprint? One more sprint would finish this chapter here for me.
Oh, no, I'm not there yet. I'm at 23,866, so I need another 1,144 words.
Okay. I need 1,127 before I hit 30,000.
So we're right about the same for our goals, except you can do that in one sprint, and I need to.
But this next sprint would have me finishing this chapter, and then I would need to like take a breath in between chapters. Because right now, also for the 8 people currently watching, my whole entire draft of this book is currently on my website. So everything that I am writing right now will be up on my website tomorrow. So you can see everything that I'm doing now and everything else that I've done for this whole entire thing.
It's good. Go read it. I've been reading it.
It's weird. So I have not read any of it. I have no idea what's going on in my own story right now. I just write it and then I just post it on my website. So I have no clue what is even going on. And I feel like I'm going in circles, but it's nice that people read it. But anyway, I am posting it tomorrow. That's all I wanted to say. And then this sprint will have me finishing this chapter. And then I would have to take a break before I went into another one anyway. But I'm happy to start chapter 9 because my goal, by the way, since I gave you your 25,000 word goal, my goal is to finish this book by the end of Saturday. I want to write 1 chapter a day through Saturday, and I will have this book finished because I can do that. Like I've done. I mean, this is not my first book, so I don't know. It's whatever. And what genre? I don't know if Chelsea's asking me or you. We should both answer. Mine is dark fantasy. Rachel?
Mine is mystery.
Yours is, a murder mystery. Rachel's is awesome. Also, have you watched more of this High Seas?
No, because you told me to rewatch season 1 while I was writing, and I haven't done that yet, so I didn't start watching season 2. But okay. High Seas on Netflix. All of you should watch it. It's
High Seas. It's basically Rachel's book, but in
wild
TV show form. I saw the trailer for it. I was like, Rachel, I'm pretty sure this is your book. And she was like, wow, okay.
I mean, it's not at all, but it is.
Who writes like Stephen King? Is that just because I have whiskey? Stephen King is drunk a lot and all of his stuff.
Is he? I didn't know that about him. I mean, do you know I actually never read Stephen King? Because my mom,
his book Misery is about cocaine.
Like, my mom was like really anti Stephen King when I was a child. She was like, his books glorify the abuse of children.
I'm interrupting you for this comment.
Someone's pumped for my book.
I'm with this comment. I'm into Rachel's book too. From what I know I said I haven't read it. From what I have read, I am very excited about it. And I'm also even more excited about the fact that you're doing all of this with me. You know what I mean? And like you've been there for every tutorial I've done, all my prompts, all my stuff. Rachel helps me out with my damn subtitles.
Subtitles.
I pump out words like Stephen King. Boom. Okay. I'm into it.
That sounds accurate.
Needs more Coke. Like
Misery
or cocaine. Oh, cocaine and Misery. That's right. See, it's the whiskey. What does your nephew say? We're all quiet while we read it. We should read it. I've read through my story dozens of times at this point. I probably read through it and make tweaks more than I write for it. Okay, here's a piece of advice. Don't do that until your story is done. That would be my piece of advice. Because you can get really caught up in that on the reel. You can really get caught up in edits. And you should get the whole draft out first. That's what I think. What do you think?
Yeah, Leo, have you drafted, like, have you finished any, because it's 3 books, right? If I remember correctly.
That's what you said, yes.
In 3 generations or something. And so, yeah, you should finish one of them before you go back and edit.
Yeah, I agree. Because you can really get caught up in editing. I've been there. You just want everything to be like perfect and just on it, off the go. And you can really get caught up in editing and then you'll never finish the book.
I'm going to regret saying
that will happen to Leo, but I'm just saying for anyone else who might be watching, like, don't get caught up in.
I am definitely going to regret saying this at some point when I'm like in the thick of editing it, but I cannot wait to edit this draft.
Oh, you're going to regret that. Oh, yeah, you're going to regret that. You're going to
get like, there's so much that I know I want to make better. Like, it's so hard to not go through.
Thanks, Nisha. But let's see. What is his project? I described this project as a series of high-concept fictional memoirs journals. I'm into that idea. I'm into that idea a lot. I like that. I like that a lot.
Cool.
Jen, I can't even finish a paragraph before I start editing. But, you know, Jen, at least right now you're not putting spaces in between punctuation.
Stop bringing that up. That's a personal choice.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Jen knows that I'm just messing with her. When I recorded a video recently for anyone who hasn't seen it, where I came across something that I had written about grammatical things that drove me crazy. and spaces in between punctuation was one of them. And I had written that before I met my current roommate. And after I posted that, I was like, I'm so sorry. That had nothing to do with you, I promise. And so now I just talk smack because now she knows.
See, Chelsea likes editing more than writing.
Yes. That's because Chelsea's an amazing editor. Chelsea's edited my stuff before me. She's an absolutely incredible editor. That's why she loves editing more than writing. She's an incredible, like, her attention to detail is so unlike anything else that anyone has ever done on any of my works before, I swear on my life. She is so intuitive and so smart, and she's so well read, and so she's so good at like picking up on all of these little things that you don't even think about as the writer, but the reader really pays attention to, and she pays attention to reader things, not necessarily like writer or editor things. You know what I mean? Like things that a reader would catch up on. So that's why I would say Chelsea loves editing more, because she's freaking amazing at it. Oh, she's so good. Whatever.
I love that.
I've had whiskey. It's fine. I'll be honest. Chelsea, you're an amazing editor. You've got your talents. You're a good writer too, but you're an amazing editor. What is she saying?
Excited.
What is she You're Stop. I'll stop when you stop being good. How about that? You go be shitty at what you do, and I'll stop gushing over you. Just telling it how it is. For real though, she's edited so much of my stuff. So, but you are April's favorite editor and spell check. So that's what we do for people.
Sometimes I do. On the ship. I shouldn't maybe say this in public, but on certain positions have to write their own employee reviews at the end of their contracts. So they have to like fill out a form and write like what they were good at and blah, blah, blah. And I may or may not have written those for several people who were supposed to write their own, because they were like, you're way better at this. Please do that. You were firing me for Chelsea. Great.
I'm sorry. I just wanted to put that out there. Everyone should fire everyone for Chelsea. If I had the money to pay Chelsea, I would pay Chelsea. I've offered her money before. I'm like, take my money and just make my book better, please.
Oh, face red.
Oh,
I'm with you. I'm an orphan. My mom and my dad.
Your mama.
So I feel you.
Rachel. Didn't your mama? You just lost her recently, Mama Sheila.
In February.
Yeah, that was a hard loss. I got to see Mama Sheila in Chicago. And that was amazing. That was an amazing experience.
You were so surprised.
I walked in, guys. Okay, her mama had a stroke and she had lost her memory. And so
her memory, but she couldn't speak.
And she was different.
And she was very different than she had been.
Way different. And I walked up into that nursing home in Rockford, right? Is that where she was? Rockford, Illinois, with my dog and my Kiwi friend from New Zealand. And she looked at me for a solid minute, man, before it hit her who I was. And then it hit her and she knew. And it was the most beautiful face of joy I have ever seen in my life, as she just gave me this hug. Because it had been, at that point, it had been 10 years since I'd seen her, an actual full 10 years, because it was from college. And then we spent all that time with her at that thing. And then we went to the Cubs game for her. We went to
made us go.
She made us go, and they won. Oh, well,
you're gonna make me cry on our first live stream, Andrew.
Oh.
Way to go.
April remembers your mama too. I'm sure
I know.
I'll remember your mama. It's hard losing. I mean, I'm fortunate that I have not lost my parents, but I'm sure. And I mean, I was around with you, obviously, with your mom, so I know that was hard. And weren't you on a ship when it happened?
I was on a ship when Yeah, that sucked. But I got to fly home straight away and come be here with my family. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
We actually found out right before crew drill, which is like a huge deal because everyone has to go to crew drill all the time. And I went into my boss's office and I was just like hysterically sobbing, like could not keep it together. Yeah. And he was just like, what happened? And I was like, my mom died. And I was like, but I have to go to drill. And he was like, you're not going to drill, Rachel. Like, no. And like, as he's hugging me and consoling me, he immediately was like, called to our entertainment admin and was like, figure out how to get Rachel on a flight. She's leaving tomorrow. She needs to go home, and like just took care of things immediately, which was great. April is right. She would love this. My mom would be so excited about all of this.
My roommate's about to cry.
Chelsea, we got really sad on this.
I know. We did. This was. I'm happy. Moment of silence. Okay, let's take a moment of silence for Mama Sheila and for I'm so sorry. And I just want to call you Miss Winchester because that's your name on Shell's face. I know it's not your real name, but a moment of silence for all of the deceased parental units. Beautiful. I love you all so much.
She'd be so excited about this. Mom was a very avid writer.
Okay, you have to answer this question. Was your mama an aspiring writer?
Oh, absolutely.
She was. I didn't know this.
Her journals are some of my absolute most treasured things. There's specific ones that I have that she would keep a journal for a while and then she'd fall off of it. But there's this one set of green pages that I have that she was writing about a morning just at our house there in the Sierra Nevadas with the lake behind it. And she's writing about nature and observing it. And she's got all of her little lines crossed off and she rephrased things and was just trying to make it, she was editing it while she went and she was trying to make it perfect. And it's one of my most prized possessions because it's absolutely beautiful. But the problem is it's a cliffhanger. She there's something right at the end that happens and she's oh, there's I turned and suddenly there was, and then the page just ends. So I have no idea what surprised her while she was out there nature watching behind our house.
You know what you should do, Rachel? You should come up with what surprised her. That should be a writing thing for you one day. One day when you're feeling that connection, that could be your second book. You finishing that one,
Oh. Do you know I have an entire box of quilts that are unfinished of hers that I'm supposed to finish at some point with my sewing skills?
But I don't know your sewing skills, but your writing skills now are increasing. Look.
No, I kind of I know Chelsea and April down here. They're
no, we gotta know. Yeah, we gotta know.
I kind of love it though. I think it was.
I have to shout out for Tara. Yes, we're calling
Tara. We love you.
I just have to now that she's not just Miss Winchester. It's the whiskey, I swear. Dean loves whiskey, by the way, Tara. So Dean from Supernatural, he loves his whiskey. I'm just channeling my inner Dean. Okay, so Rachel, are we ready for our next sprint?
Yeah.
We've been yapping, and I'm sure other people are ready for a sprint. Other people who are here for the sprints, getting their writing in. Get right on in. Go right! I need to start making angry videos like this Shia LaBeouf. What are you doing?
The one you sent me the other day is my favorite.
I did. I sent her a really angry, you go right. The fuck are you doing? Go right.
Yeah. It's good. It's good. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, where am I in this story? I don't even remember. Okay.
Oh, wait, hold on. One more Mama Sheila comment before we're getting right on in because Mama Sheila, here we go. She loves it because you're doing it. You, Rachel, are committed and you're not procrastinating. And your mama is proud. Your mama's proud. She's your mama's sitting on your shoulder reading this story. She's the one over your shoulder. And every time you hit that slump, your mama is there talking about, hey, I got you. You write this story, boo-boo. You write this story for your mama. You write it for your mama. Anyway, I'll see you all in 20 minutes. Bye. Vasa,
Oh, hi.
how was that for you?
Well, I took a little bit of a break because that was an emotional conversation and I needed to go smoke a cigarette.
Yes. Which I have now. My roommate has left you a comment from that conversation about your mama.
I see that. Thank you, Jen. You have the best roommate, by the way.
I sincerely have the best roommate. Now I'm drunk because there's a lot of whiskey in this one, and I've been sipping on it over the last month or so. But I sincerely have the best roommate. I have lived in this house. It has come at 3 years. I actually just celebrated 3 years in this house in October. My roommate and I have not had one argument. There's been no bullshit. Well, one time the guy that she was dating, he's not my favorite person. It's fine. We're great. Everything's been great in this house the whole entire time. She's the best roommate I've ever had in my life. I love her so much. Such an easy living experience. She's so positive and so encouraging. Anytime I'm having a bad day, even yesterday, because Rachel, you know, I called you and I was having a really bad day. And she was down in the kitchen and I just walked down and I was just, down in the dumps. And she's like, "Are you all right? Do you just need a hug?" I'm like, "I do just need a hug." And yeah, so she's just the best. But a couple of, okay. So first of all.
So that was, oh, sorry. First of all, what?
I was going to say our friend Tara has recorded a vlog for the tarot reading that she has made during this writing session. So I'm subscribed to her. I don't know if you are, Rachel, but Phase Red 84 is hers. So yeah, you can go check her out and see what's up. Chelsea would like to know what our favorite cocktail is from the both of us. Your cousin thinks Molotov.
Is my nephew.
Is the answer.
No,
Your cousin, I'm sorry, your nephew.
Yes.
From your brother? I haven't met your brother before.
He's a character. He made 3 pretty cool kids, though.
But to answer your question, Chelsea, anything with whiskey, I'm there. I don't know. I do really like old fashions a lot. I'm a big fan of old fashions. I didn't know what those were until I started bartending, and then I made them all the time. And so
I like lots of things, but I'm on a big vodka Red Bull kick in the last year. But I'm trying to not drink as much Red Bull because I drink a lot of them. And yes, April, that's LGA4 is little Leo. So I'm drinking vodka with apple cranberry juice and a splash of Sprite.
Mm.
The apple cranberry is the key to success because just the cranberry always gives me heartburn, but apple cranberry is where it's at. So that's my drink of choice these days.
Yeah. That's a great drink of choice.
I love it. I can't wait to watch this tarot vlog. I'm really excited for that when we're done here.
I know. I'm interested to see what she came up with during all of this. So, okay, Rachel, how many words then did you write for that little sprint that we just did?
We'll say 360.
360. I think that's kind of actually about where I was at. I finished my chapter and then I started a new one as well.
Well, I also realized that I had begun writing a part that I had already sectioned off into another. So I had to copy and paste a whole thing. So now my words are my count is slightly off, but it was about 360.
What's 295 plus 153?
I don't know. I have to use a calculator for everything.
So 448 is how many words that I wrote. I would, Andrew. What did I do? Who knows? I would. You're right, April. I would. Whatever I did, I would. I forget what I said already.
I don't know what it was.
Are you at Rachel? Are you at your 20? Are you at your 25,000 words?
I am 759 words away, so I think we need one more sprint.
Okay, so you need one more sprint. Where am I at? Wait. How many words are you away?
759.
I'm 779. All right. So are we gonna hit the sprint here, and then you're gonna do you're 759, and I'm gonna do my 779, and then you're gonna be at 25K, and then I'm gonna be at 30K. Is that what's about to happen?
That is what is about to happen.
Okay,
I
that's
have to think for a minute because, like, what happens, part of the problem is, like, my characters are stumped about something because I'm stumped about something. This is true. This is completely accurate information.
I just wanted to put that up there. Sorry. Okay, your characters are stumped about something, and you're stumped about something. That's kind of how it goes. So this would be a good moment for you then to put your head into the character and not into the writer, Rachel, so that you put your Morgan. Is this the character you're at right now?
Yeah.
So
Morgan and her best friend Dylan.
So then when we go into this 20 minutes, then you would be like, I'm not Rachel, I'm Morgan. And what is happening with Morgan in this?
No, that's what I've been doing though, because I've literally the last like 1,800 words are just a conversation between Morgan and Dylan, and I've like been in their heads the whole time.
Well, then maybe you should be old fashions. That's what I would. You're right. You're right.
You would
like
be
I
a whiskey guy.
I would be a whiskey guy. She's right. So maybe you should be in writer brain then for a minute. Switch my advice around and go from being in Morgan's head to being in the writer's head to being like, how am I going to get this scene through? Or write another scene. Right.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna skip the end of their conversation right now. They're gonna table the conversation.
Oh, what is that? They're tabling the conversation.
Like when you table something, you don't know that? Like when you can't decide, so you're like, oh, we'll just table this. We'll come back to it later. We'll leave it on the table for later.
Got it. All right. So you're tabling your characters. All right.
Yeah, they're just going to table.
So all of you who are still here, I think that a lot of these people are still here from the beginning, which thanks, because it's been the same like number the whole time. So thank you for being here. But this will be our last sprint. So we are going to get right on in. Rachel's going to have 25,000 words at the end of this sprint. Rachel, you're having 25,000 and I'm going to have 30. And then that's where we're going to be at. And that's halfway through NaNo. And then you will be officially halfway.
I'm going to be back on the goal line again.
Yes. I'm also kind of technically a day ahead, just for anyone who's not aware, because I started on the 31st of October since I've been doing these daily prompts and daily writings and daily YouTube live. So I'm a day ahead. So that's why I'm closer to 30,000. But I am still ahead on top of all of that. So that's kind of nice. But I just throw out these words like nobody's business. I'm like I don't know.
Like Stephen King.
Like apparently about Stephen King. I don't like sand. Writing dialogue is difficult. Hey, your cousin says, your nephew, not your cousin. He says writing dialogue is different. I have a video about dialogue tips. My biggest piece of advice to you would be throw on subtitles while you watch TV. Which, by the way, Rachel, before we get started, because I know you've been watching subtitles, does that help you? Because I know that you argued with your sister about this because she wanted to turn them on.
It certainly helps me with writing, like editing the subtitles for your videos. I have found it very helpful for that because there's like some things that I'm not sure how to, like I only know how to format them or like what I should be doing because I've been watching more subtitles. I think it does. I think I just get frustrated when I'm watching something and they're not
right.
Yeah, it's not correct.
Yeah.
Which happens a lot.
But see, the thing about that then is that I would say like that would be like the writer in you recognizing those issues. You know what I'm saying? And being like, oh, but it goes back to that same thing of like, so when someone talks in a real life sense, the words that they say would come out like this, even though in the written sense, when it's written more formal. I
don't understand how that happens, though. Like, are they basing the subtitles off the script and the actors are going off book and making up all these words? In which case, everyone
I'm pretty sure
go back to learning their lines.
Like, TV shows would be subtitled. I've questioned this before myself, but I'm pretty sure that they just get the script. and they just like type out like the script.
Yeah, so everybody in Gilmore Girls is just ad-libbing all the time.
Well, Gilmore Girls is the absolute worst to subtitle because you're correct. They ad-lib the shit. That everything out there is just they made it all up. They made the whole entire show up.
Right,
Chelsea's here, by the way. Chelsea's subtitles with her ADHD helps her pay attention. Totally agree. But Chelsea's been to the Gilmore Girls set with me because we went to Stars Hollow back in high school.
I remember
There's other high school people that are in here right now. What is up? So Chelsea and I, we did go to Gilmore Girls. We went to Stars Hollow. We saw them, the Gilmore Girls. We went to Luke's. We were there for the day that they were filming Lane's wedding. And Lorelai got super, super drunk, and then they had to like carry her home, and like then they like put her on the couch, and then Rory and Chris had a conversation about drunk Lorelai, and we were there right before that scene was filmed. We were in their house while they were setting up for the lighting, and all of the body doubles for Lorelai, Rory, and Chris were in there, and we had seen them. They went off for lunch, and so we were on the set while they were getting the lighting right with all of the body doubles.
Mm-hmm.
And we had to leave, but we went through everything, and it was like also cool. So, but Gilmore Girls subtitles. Don't even bother because they're not right.
It's the worst. That was what my sister was watching the day I made her like keep them on, and that's why she was annoyed. So I see her annoyance in that instance.
Yeah, when they're not right, they're not right. So okay, but that's enough of that Gilmore Girls crap. So we are going to get into our last little writing session, and then we're done. I'm just reading these comments over here, but we are going to be done after this little one, and I'm going to actually make sure that I hit my screen being shared there today, right there. And I got
oh, that's cool.
the banner up right there. Let's go right, everybody. 20 minutes on the clock. I will see you all on the flip side.
I was gonna count down, and then the timer like did a weird thing, and it jumped, and I couldn't count down the last 5 seconds for you like I wanted.
Okay. What'd you do?
I did it.
Did you do it? Where are you at?
I'm at 25,065 words.
How fun! I'm at 30,339 because I did 1,100 words.
Oh my God. I can't with you. I would have to look to figure out how many I actually did, but
Hold on, how many?
Leo did 388. Way to go.
How many did I write during this session? Hold on, I have to highlight all of these really quick. You talk for a minute because I have a minute while I'm highlighting everything.
Okay. Well, I feel good about it. I have some thinking to do for sure to figure out how this middle part exactly is going to go, because it's all been a bit of a mush in my brain ever since I started plotting out the actual thing. So now we have to figure it out.
But your nephew did a great job.
He did.
I think that that's maybe 1,000 words for him from this whole thing.
Yeah, I think that was his highest number in all of the sprints so far.
That might even be close to 1,200. So that's awesome.
Great job.
What is yours? Do you know? Did you look it up yet? Or are you frustrated?
Oh God. Okay. I was doing it in 2 different parts, so I have to add this together.
My total, since you're doing yours, since I have mine up, is 4,352 words during this session, which is definitely the most that I have done.
Oh.
During the
I don't even know.
Well, you definitely hit your 1667. And you're definitely like a fish halfway. Rachel, first of all, can we celebrate that for you for a minute? That you are literally halfway.
I'm doing all this math
NaNo,
like an idiot.
officially.
I just put it into NaNo. I can literally just look. It's 3,487. That's what I did today.
Okay.
I'm
so
proud of
you.
I'm halfway.
3,480 words. You wrote 3,487 words today. You wrote that. You started this session 2 hours and 45 minutes ago
not
that many words. Wait, hold on. Sharon from Discord has an important question. What? I would love to know the important question. I haven't been on the Discord. Did I miss something? Please tell me, Tara. I want to know. What is this? What is she? I'm literally on my phone right here. I'm like, what's going on?
Leo also said his
Discord.
numbers are a bit inflated, but you know what? That's okay. Sometimes your numbers are inflated. It still counts. Still counts.
Hey, and chunks of what he got written today were drafted months ago. I'm not mad about that. Don't be mad about that. Never be mad about that. Because here's the thing about NaNo too, because I kind of said it a little bit earlier, is that I know that there's so much stress put on that from like the November 1st to the November 30th. Like, you must write this much, you must do this much, you must, or else. You know what I'm saying? But really, anything that you do is so good. And even like if it is like what he said, stuff that has been drafted months ago that now he's like getting back into, that's good. You know what I mean? Like, usually it's always good.
Progress is progress.
All progress, exactly. All progress is exactly what you just said. It is progress one way or the other. And that's great. And that's why I just try to keep, I don't know.
All these comments, you guys are so encouraging. Thank you. Everybody's like on our team. I love this.
Oh, this Sharon one has to do with the LGBTQIA under general chat. Oh, I've got to go. Okay, under the general chat. Hold on. I will
figure it out.
I know. I need to know what's going on. What's going on, Sharon?
my writing group in like my regional group in my county, they have a Discord, and I went on it and immediately backed out and never went on it again because Discord was too confusing for me, and I'm old and it takes me a long time to learn things now. And I could not do it.
Oh, okay. So I see now that I'm on here. This is what the question is. It's just that this person has been not raised around LGBTQ plus type situations, and she was asking about LGBTQ literature. And I actually, hold on, you talk for a second because I'll be right back.
He's gonna go find something. I don't know what it is. Thank you guys all for coming today. I'm gonna say that right now. I mean, he's gonna say it again when he comes back when we're leaving. But thanks everybody for watching. This has been so cool.
This was really fun. I don't know. This was like the craziest. I don't know. This was all your fault, but it was super exciting.
I'm not mad about it. I take full responsibility for us being here.
But I should answer Sharon. But I've actually been reading this book right now called Am I Blue? And it is just a series of first-person short stories about coming out of the closet. There's a few people on here right now who know what that was like for me. So whatever. God only knows my parents are probably one of the 7 people on here. And I'm going to have a really uncomfortable conversation at the end of this, but it's fine. It is what it is. You talked about your mama. I'll talk about mine. But that would be what I would recommend right here. Am I Blue? Reading it from the people themselves. This is a really good book.
Here for it.
Always here for it.
That's why. I've been wondering this entire time when I see my hair over here, like the color of it, why it looks so purple, because it's not that purple in real life right now. It's because I have LED lights on my wall over there that are purple and they're reflecting in them. I'm glad I solved that for myself. I've been wondering for 2 hours and 49 minutes.
I can't believe we've been here for 3 hours. We've been here on YouTube for 3 hours. This is so weird. But that was really fun. I really, April thought we'd be drunker. First of all, I would like for you to know, April. Oh, oops. I would like for you to know, April, I'm holding it together a lot better than I should be right now.
I never went and made a second drink. So this, I just had one drink.
Since I have like half of this drink left. Gotta down it. I'll be drunker in 5 minutes now. I just got that all over my face.
That's funny.
I should take that off the screen. Anywho.
We can get drunker next time if you want, though.
We can.
Challenge accepted.
Are we doing this again?
I don't know.
I'm definitely at least down for doing this on my last night. But I mean, if people benefited from it, then
yeah, answer us in the comments, people. Do you want us to do this again? Did you enjoy it? Are you? I mean, you've been here for a long time, so I'm hoping you enjoyed it.
I know. I definitely feel like your nephew enjoyed it, and Tara enjoyed it, and my roommate, she's over there watching. My roommate, she literally like, what a great ass freaking roommate for sitting here for 3 hours and like commenting and being involved, even though she is not having anything to do with this. But she is great because she sees me often, so she knows what's going on. And yesterday, I filmed a scene yesterday with my friend Ebony. It's a character sketch scene, and we dressed up in all of our little steampunk and whatever. And so I asked my roommate Jen, I'm like, hey, do you have any eyeliner I could borrow? And she was like, are you there? Like, you're breaking down? What's going on? Why are you asking me for eyeliner? I'm confused. And I was like, no, I'm just like recording a scene. And she's like, okay, I'm with this now for sure. But I was like, no, I'm not just gonna ask for eyeliner to like put down my face and like look like a crazy person, even though that's how I feel during NaNo.
Just reliving, high school emo days.
Hey, Chelsea enjoyed seeing our faces because it makes her feel marginally less sick. And I am happy to have Chelsea's face down here in the comments because she edits well. Long story short, after this 3-hour live stream, Chelsea's a good editor.
I love it.
Oh, your friend.
Oh, a Rachel. Is that a Rachel from the Rachel's group? Yes.
Yes, the Rachel's
We have a
group.
group. We're taking over the world. We're not a cult, I promise, but we are a glamour.
Oh, April's asking what was wrong with Chelsea. She's got the sickies. She's just not feeling good. Oh, and she said that April says she's so isolated she could do this every night. So
She
here.
sent me a picture earlier of her with new little baby Scully on her, and they were watching us, and it was the cutest thing I've ever seen.
Oh, Jen is also really into knowing if our 50Ks will be hit or not. Mine will be. Long story short, but I'm definitely here for you, and also for Chelsea. She might have COVID, so I would certainly hope that she does not have COVID. For anyone who, now that she's answered this in the comments, she's actually been waiting for a minute for some answers, and it's really unfortunate for her. This whole situation, I feel so bad, but Jen tells us that we can't leave our fans out. Your Rachel friend, thanks for inviting her. Also, thank you, this Rachel, for coming, because I appreciate that a lot. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. I appreciate that a lot as well. And your nephew says that he got more writing done today than he has gotten done in a while. And that makes me super happy, because that's what I'm here for. So y'all get right on in to your own stories, because I don't care about my own stories. I just write my own stories for whatever, because I don't know. Also, I just want to put this out because I actually agree with Chelsea here.
I love it.
Wishes that it is COVID, or else it'll be really scary what's going on with her, because she's got lots of stuff going on. But I hope the best for you, Chelsea, because she's had some health problems post high school. Health problems suck. So yeah. And Jen I think
the fans have spoken.
Oh my gosh, Chelsea! She has a horror novel that she wants to start, and I'm here. I have read one of Chelsea's books. It was called The Core Team. You're right, Chelsea. I still remember the title. I remember everything about that book. I loved that book. I thought it was so good. I had such a great time reading that book and giving her my little comments on that book. So I encourage her to write. Chelsea and I used to write a TV show together as well. Rachel knows all about that, because there was a character named Rachel. There was literally a character named Rachel. And I have a character in my fantasy series named Gabrielle, named after Rachel Gabrielle. And then now Rachel's here writing her first book that has been produced based off of my first book tutorials. And we're each other's number 4, because her favorite number is 8 and my favorite number is 16. And so together we make up each other's number 4s, because we are half of each other as well as exponentially part of each other or something. We made that up in high school, but here we are.
A real thing.
Years later, it is like a real thing. MySpace, we used to be each other's number 4 friend. And even if we put each other up at the number 1 friend spot, that was an insult. You can't be my number 1 friend. If you're my number 1 friend, then you're not my number 4 friend. And if you're not my number 4 friend, then you're not my friend. So
the drama. Oh, the drama.
That was how it was, though. You could not be anything else but my number 4, or else we were fighting.
Yeah, no, we
had each other's MySpace passwords, and we would go into each other's MySpace and change it when we were fighting, just to piss the other person up. Go in and be like, "Hey, why are you my number 1 friend? I didn't put you there."
It was so dramatic all the time.
That's a real. Those are real things.
I remember because it was like the worst thing we could do to each other to take us out of that number 4 spot. It was a big deal.
Also, Chelsea, April desperately wants your horror novel, and so do I. So do I. Chelsea will share it with us when it is written. And I'm here for it, because I've read Chelsea's work. I've worked with Chelsea before, so whatever. I've said a lot of good things about Chelsea tonight. I don't care. None of it was bullshit.
I love it.
Whiskey or not, Chelsea's got some talent. Shit. It's not my fault. that there's other
I
talent.
should have made another drink. I don't know what I was doing.
Yeah, I don't know what you're doing either, but I don't have any more whiskey. It's gone. No more whiskey. No more whiskey. It's just empty. It's just empty. We're too much.
All right.
Rachel, April. I don't know people's names anymore. It's fine.
Not too much. I'm just enough, April.
Right now,
I'm just
because we're at 2 hours and 58 minutes, I'm low-key just trying to make this an even 3 hours. And because people are still here, like, I'm just going to keep chatting until it hits an even 3 hours because I think that's awesome. And now
and in my head, I was like, okay, we have to say bye before it hits 3 hours.
Yeah.
Like, we have to.
But now we can take the full 2 minutes to be like, we are coming. Oh, I almost just knocked my pizza over. We are coming to an end, everybody. We have been on this live writing sprint where I wrote 4,300 words of this dark fantasy novel called The Fight to Save the Future that is all currently on my website at www.getrightonin.com/read-my-whole-first-draft. Read my
It's
whole
really
first
easy to find. Just remember getrightonin.com.
getrightonin.com, and then there's a link at the top that will take you straight to my book. So, ooh, your nephew has to read.
Leo,
Great.
you're reading
I remember reading Great Sketch. Is he 16, junior in high school? Sounds about right. That is the year. Oh my gosh.
Yep.
Ooh, do people still use LiveJournal? That's a great question that I don't have an answer to because I used to use LiveJournal a lot. Or Jenga? Did you just say
Zenga?
Zenga?
Zenga I had, not LiveJournal.
What in the heck is Zenga?
It was basically just like LiveJournal, but you could make it cooler.
Where was
like
I?
your page was more colorful.
Where was I for that? Mention the numbers. What numbers? Wait, Jen, what numbers? Now I'm confused. It's the whiskey. And also, Jen, you don't have to shut up. And also, Meadow Lamoro, thanks for subscribing to me right now in this minute. That just happened because I just got the
Yes.
I know, I'm up to almost 110.
I love it.
I'm excited. I love subscribers.
That's great. So I think the consensus is that we will be back. We'll be doing this again. We'll decide when exactly.
I mean, yeah, maybe because there are people that I talk to on the Discord who are time zones are a thing, and I forget that not everybody on YouTube is in America, and I know that sounds like a really ignorant American statement, but it's just like when I'm sitting here at 9 p.m. I forget that there are some people in the world who are at 3 a.m. or you know what I'm saying? So like I'm happy to like move these times around to benefit more people because this is what I'm doing with my life. So I will be here at 9 a.m. I'll be here probably at 5:45 a.m. tomorrow. So if anybody wants to know or wants to get
early mornings, I cannot.
Let's get right on in. I'm here. I'll be here all the time. I never do anything. Oh, Zenga.
Right.
Zenga with an X. That's why I didn't understand. Now it's Zenga with an X, not a Z. And
this is why Andrew needs his subtitles.
That's why now everything makes sense. Also, just so you know, Rachel, once this video is done processing, we will be subtitling this video. Don't you even think that
3-hour video with subtitles?
we're doing halvesies, okay? We're doing it for the deaf community. You know, we talked about this.
I know. I'm here
for the deaf community, and if any deaf person ever watches my videos, I need for them to have subtitles so that they can feel included because I'm super supportive.
I completely agree. It's just going to take us forever.
It is. No, it is. It is. This is 100% the longest video that is currently on this channel, so it's fine. You get the first hour and a half. I'll get the second hour and a half. I'll see you in 3 days. It's fine. It's no big deal.
It's going to be great.
Okay.
All right.
Well, everybody, that is all for this first Get Right On In, Right In live sprints, and people got some work done today. So I'm not mad at all, dude. I'm so happy. Anytime any person writes a word it makes me happy because that's why I show up every day, is just to encourage people. Get those words out of your brain, onto your screen, whatever. And look at you, Rachel, 25,000 words in. And in freaking September, when I announced this thing, you were over there talking about how scared you were, how nervous you were. Okay, Andrew, I'll take the plunge with you. I'll do it. I'm so scared. I've been telling people I'm going to write. I've been telling people I'm going to be there. I'm going to show up. And look at you, Rachel, halfway through, showing up every day.
Yeah.
Do it, girl. All right. Thank you all so
right.
much for
Bye,
being
everyone.
amazing.
Love you.
We'll see you next time.